What's up, folks? Today I bring you Homura, or as we know her here, Pyra from Xenoblade 2. And Mythra, yeah, it's a double review. Which I assume will be already given up by the thumbnail. But yeah, here we go. As we always start with the box. The insides. Inside the insides. Yes, the plastic. Some seemingly important instructions. Individual close-up. The spread. A spready kind of spread. A spready kind of spread that spreads. Spready. I don't know why I was Sean Connery there for a second, but I'm going to run with it. Let's assemble, shall we? So, for Pyra, we start with the base. And we put this little guy into this little peg. Which will in turn go here. Here. This. This. Not this. The other foot will peg in there. Which gets us here. Flip around and find these two holes. These holes. And be easy with this one, because this one was a little more difficult to put in. But now that gets us to this. And now it may be obvious, but this, make sure that this little part is up, facing up. When you put it in like so, like so. Perfect. Now let's move on to the other half of the Aegis. Now with her, for some reason, you get this little separate thing that stands on the stand, base, whatever. Pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Look at that, peg. Yes, perfect. Then you're gonna take this figure and connect it to this little metal peg, and let's do that right now. So as you can see right here, she's already pegged in, and what I would suggest if you have this figure is when you're pegging this little thing in, turn her upside down, hold her by the leg, and shove the base in. That sounds really bad. But yeah, do that, because I wouldn't, at this angle, I don't know, I feel like you could break the leg or the peg or something might break. But yeah, just hold her upside down and push the peg in, as opposed to pushing her in. And I put this on immediately, this little plastic thing I showed you before, just because otherwise she's just hanging on by her leg, so that's definitely needed. Is that even where it goes? Checking right now, let's see. Yes. And now for her sword. So the hilt comes apart so that you can slide it in her tiny little hand. Let's do that right now. And I just want to show you guys how it looks. It's just a little tiny peg. Goes in a little tiny hole. That's what she said. And here's a little tip. Just put the sheath, no. What am I saying? Oh my god, it's escaping me. The grabby part of the sword, you know what I mean. Take this part, the hilt, maybe, and shove it in from underneath. You're going to have to like twist, otherwise if you try and put it in just like this, it's not going to go. So twist, see that? And it'll go in. Then you connect it, and either side is the same, so pick your poison. Doesn't look any different on the other side. I checked multiple times. And boom, just like that, look, you're done. Now, as you can see, I posed it as it is in the promo pictures, but there's other ways to do it. Shall I show you? Now, it was just a little shift, but it does make a difference. I think it looks really nice like this, especially if you prefer Pyra over Mythra, which I've heard a lot of people do. I was never able to decide when I was playing. And here is another way. And now I know what you're asking. Can Pyra go in the back? And now, I guess technically she can, but you won't get this connection like that. You see with the two bases? You won't. It's just they just don't fit. Not because of the bases, but because Mythra's hair is just sticking out too much. And you can also do this, but I don't know that I like it that much. It's alright. But yeah, here they are. The Aegis, Pythra, Myra, whatever you want to call them. Are you going to get them? Are you going to be a weirdo and get one? I feel like you can't. You have to get both. I feel like it's a set. But don't let me push my silly opinions on you. Get whatever the hell you want to get. These statues are great. And the detail is nuts. I don't know. The only thing I would change is maybe make the necks posable from side to side. But I mean, whatever. That's just nitpicking. Maybe make them a little bigger. I don't know. 1/7 scale. They're pretty big. They're pretty big. Especially with the swords. Maybe the price. I think together they were like $350 in US dollars. That was with shipping and everything though. I think like before that, I think it was like $303 maybe. I got them off GOODSMILE. And I'm not sure if you can still get them. I know it's really hard with GOODSMILE once things are out to get them. But if you have them reserved, go for it. I think they might be doing a third release because this is the second release. I remember trying to get them the first time. It was really hard. I think the reserve closed down almost immediately. And when I reserved these, it was like over a year and a half ago. Which I guess is typical for GOODSMILE. But shall we take a close-up so you guys can see the insane quality and paint job that they did? Paint job. That sounds weird. Paint job that they did. Look with your eyes. Look with your special eyes. Props to anyone who knows where that is from. As you can see, they have like a satiny type of finish on the upper chest area with like, what is that? Like some metallic hexagonal pattern going on. The line work is perfect. And you can see all that throughout the figure. Everything is amazing, which is makes sense. It is GOODSMILE, and it is a Nintendo franchise, which would also probably explain the price. As you can see, the legs are really shiny. Does that come across? Yeah, there it is. You see that little shimmer on the boot and the shine on the leg? They even did a good job underneath. Look at that. Look at it. Now, for obvious reasons, they covered them up in Smash Ultimate. No, you know what? Not for obvious reasons. What the hell? And look at the detail on the sword. Can you see? Does it come out on camera? I think it does. The little sparkles on the red parts. It comes out really nice, especially in lighting. And again, there's more of that hexagonal pattern. The detail is great. I hope they come out with Figmas. But knowing GOODSMILE, they're probably going to come out with Nendos first. Which, I don't know. Do you guys like Nendoroids? Not my thing. But I know a lot of people like them. Let me know. In the meantime, let's move to Mythra. It's me, Mythra. What are these gold things doing, I wonder? Now it's easier to see on her the shading on her hair because it's so light. But they do both have it. And the white with the gold and the green contrast is really nice. It comes out really well, especially in person. And I don't know if you can see it, but this green is actually transparent, translucent, something. Along with some metallic flakes in there. Really nice effect. And that is throughout the figure. Pyra did have it as well, but it was only on her little crest that she has. Because I think that's the only part that she does have a little gem like that. And now look at that sword. It's nuts. It takes up a lot of space, but it is worth it. Here's Mythra's hair. As you can see, there's a lot of good separation, a lot of good line work all clean, just like Pyra. Here's what you guys have been waiting for. You sick bastards. But honestly though, look at that. Even the detail over here is crazy. Like you can see the plates. Come on, focus. Focus. It's really, really good. Some light shading there too, I believe. And you know, looking at her hair, it actually has metallic flakes in it as well. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy to make it look silly, but just enough to give it a nice little shimmer. And actually looking closely, Pyra has a tiny little bit too. I don't know if you can see it. All in all, they did really well with these figures. So how about we compare with the size? Here they are with you, girl. And see, I told you that she could definitely fit in the 1/7 scale, even though she's not technically any type of scale. And here's Morgan in X23 from past videos. Go check them out. Which also brings up a question. What do you guys think about these multiple figure reviews? Like more than one in one video? I did Pyra and Mythra because, you know, they're pretty much a pair. It's like, I feel like it would be kind of messed up to you guys to do one for each. That would be so silly. I know it'd be more content, but in the end, I mean, they're Pyra and Mythra. The Aegis. Two sides of a coin. And also, what else would you guys like to see? Do you guys like statues? Would you rather me only do posable figures? And do you guys like Marvel Legends figures? I personally only really get imported figures just because I like the details more. But I know some people like the Marvel Legends, and some of them are pretty cool. Let me know if you want to see more of those. Also, is there anything else that's coming out that you want me to pick up so you guys can see? Not that you can't see it in some other YouTube channel, but I aim to. Also, who's down to play some games? As I'm sure you've surmised by now, Pyra Mythra is my main. Because, you know, I'm a filthy weeb. Till next time, matane, minasan.